I'm Chris Palmore. I'm the son of Laura and Al Palmore, and I'm going to first ask, for instance, what are you grateful for right now? Big or small?
Life.
Life. He says life. That's good. What about you, man?
Big.
Huh?
Big.
Big? Okay. What are you grateful for? Family. Yeah, hear you there. What about you?
Mama.
Thankful for his mama. That's good. Let's do a couple more. I'm really liking all this. What about you, man? What are you grateful for?
My parents.
Your parents. I hear you. I'm grateful for my parents too. What about you? What are you grateful for?
My family.
Family. Family is always a good answer. You should always be good for family. What about you, man?
My mom.
Mom. Yep. See, family stuff here. What about you?
My dad.
Dad. All right. That works. What about you, man?
Help.
Health. He's thankful for his health. That is something we should all be thankful for. There are people that are healthier than you right now, and there are people that are less healthy than you. So be thankful for your health, okay? What about you, man?
My mentors.
He's got mentors. Oh, I'm liking that. That's great, man. That's so wonderful. Mentors are something to be very grateful for. All right, putting you on the spot.
My brother.
Brother, so siblings. That's a great thing to be thankful for. All right.
My family members.
Family members. All right, one last one. What about you, man?
God.
God. He's thankful for God. These are all really great things to be thankful for. I'm grateful for you guys, too. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here. I'm so grateful for the Nativity Academy. I'm so grateful I met Brandy at the mayor's function, and now, because of that, my father in here, meeting Carlos because of that, and having Bailey here, having these few minutes with you guys. I know you had a long day. I appreciate your all's focus and your keeping your all's volume down. So, basically, you know, I think all of us, and I was going around, I think we all have at least one person in our lives that we could write a gratitude letter to. Okay, and bottom line is this: I don't think that person, I don't think you could thank them enough, whoever that is. Okay, so I'm giving you another option to show love to somebody in your life that deserves it. Okay, so so basically what happened, and the reason I'm here is back in 2013, December 30th, my birthday, I turned 35 years old, and I decided that morning, leading up to that day, that I was going to write my mom a gratitude letter because I realized that I really didn't have anything to do with the day of my birth. It's almost like an appreciation trophy, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, and we should all celebrate. So I wrote her a letter, and I'm going to share that letter with you because this letter is the reason that we're in front of you right now, okay? I turned 35 today, and this question has been floating around in my head for the last few days. I'm all for celebration, celebrating with others, and don't get me wrong, I guess I'm repeating what I just told you, but because I know the letter. There could be better ways to celebrate my birthday, and to be totally honest, I didn't have anything to do December 30th of 1978, so I truly have no memory of it. Now, if you ask my mother, I'm sure she could tell you and convey a strong emotion with the events leading up and including my birth. Is this day mine really to celebrate? Is living another 365 days worth celebrating? I'm not suggesting that celebrating the day of your birth, I'm not doing that. What I'm suggesting is that you celebrate your mom on your birthday or celebrate somebody else in your life. There are many reasons why this is a better choice, okay? And here are two. As long as your birthday, what I've written, the lack of memory or true action of being part of the event, that would be one reason. And another really true great reason to do this is as we enjoy receiving gratitude, as my father mentioned, giving gratitude is a much more healthy, fulfilling action. So as a human, I have no problem admitting that I am selfish. And I believe that there are selfish acts that a person can perform that are truly wonderful. When you truly thank somebody, you, the giver, are the one that benefits. I'd like to repeat that. When you are kind to another, you, the giver, are the one that truly benefits. You can't feel what the other person is feeling. You guys following me here? What you feel is the reaction that you get from how you're making them feel. Now, I know that I'm not the first person to think this, and I just wanted on my birthday to tell my mom that. So, in closing the letter I wrote that I love you. I wanted to know her that I loved her, and that I appreciated the pain and suffering and self-sacrifice that she had endured on my behalf, not only on the day of my birth, but also for the years that followed. I am fully aware that I wasn't always the easiest person to love, but you always made me feel loved. Mom, I pledge this coming year to tell you that I love you more often, also that I will find more ways to let you know how special you are to me, and lastly, to make you prouder. Love always, Chris. I wrote this letter on December 30th of 2013, okay? At the time, I didn't have any idea what was going to occur in the coming months. I looked at my mom as a superwoman, and I thought that nothing could ever stop her. I did not know that her cancer would come back, and I did not know that she'd be dead 4 months later. I didn't know that. And as I had this read at her funeral, it really struck a chord with me, because if I would have waited 4 months, I couldn't have shared this with her. Showing gratitude to someone you love is a timely thing. You should not take it for granted. No one is promised the next moment in life. You are not. These are the moments. Take advantage of the moments. This is all we have, guys. Yesterday is done. Tomorrow is not here. What is relevant is right now. So, I told my mom I loved her. I got to share this with her in public. She took it in, and it affected her in a big way, and she shared it with others. And this letter is the reason that we're here. Obviously, last year was really tough, but through this process, when my birthday did come around again, fortunately I'm still here with you guys, December 30th of 2014, I got up early as I do, and I decided I enjoyed this experience so much that I wanted to do it again. Okay, so I got up and I wrote my father a letter, because who else would I write it to? This is my best friend over here. This is my, this is my parent. This is my, you talk about people you love in your life. This man, it doesn't matter if he was to disappear tomorrow. There is nobody, and I live to be 150. There is no man that will love me as much as him. And what little can I do other to be grateful for him and allow people to know that I love him, that I'm grateful for him, okay? So I did this again, and it had the same lasting effect on me. Of course, this letter was very different from this one. I'm not going to read it to you guys because I don't feel like weeping in front of you, but when I wrote this, I was crying on a real intense level because of all the things that have occurred and how I appreciate life so much more from my mother not being here. Until you lose something that precious, you don't know what that's like. And people can tell you all about it all day, and you can read about it, but it will never be, you can't experience till you experience it. But you can continue to hear people say that you should value your time and the people you're with, and you should allow them to let them know that you care about them. And it has so many benefits like everybody's talked about. So I wrote this letter to him, okay? And we went on a trip together, and I was in this beautiful place, and I started to ask myself important questions because honestly, guys, the value, quality of your life comes down to the questions you individually ask yourself. Because when you ask yourself questions, you're actually going to look for answers. I'm going to ask you stuff, you may just not even hear me. But when you ask yourself questions, you're going to hear yourself, okay? So I asked myself this. I said, Chris, what goals do you have for 2015? What do you want to do this year? And I came up with several things because I asked myself that. And one of them was I wanted to somehow initiate people to have this experience. I wanted to initiate people to share gratitude and to experience this connection of doing that through letter writing and through it being in an open source. Okay, so that was the nugget of the idea back in January. And what has come out of that idea, and in my drive initially by myself, I said, okay, Chris, what do we want to do? We're going to have 100,000 letters on a website by April 30th of 2016, which is the second year of my mom's passing, okay? That was me by myself making a goal, okay? Setting a goal, okay? So from doing that, it's become a lot more because at that time it was Chris by himself in a car, okay? I was a lone person making a statement, but now I have a bus full of people. I've got Carlos here, okay? I'm talking to you guys in Nativity. My dad's on board with me. Bailey's on board with me. I've got a guy in Pakistan making a video, a guy in Bosnia working on the website. I've got friends in New York. I've got ties to the Bill Gates Foundation. Grant money. So what's come out of this initial idea is what we're doing is we're launching, and this is what you get to be a part of. You get to be a part of this. The first social media platform geared toward gratitude, okay? It's the first of its kind. I'm actually going to be taking this to Europe and Dubai in the summer too. And what I'm challenging you to do is to share gratitude on this website with people you love. I'm challenging you to be, it's not 100,000 letters anymore, because if you're approaching Bill Gates, you don't say 100,000 letters, you say 1 million letters. There's no reason we can't have 1 million letters. There's absolutely no reason. This is a real thing. Everybody can participate in this. There are many people that want to participate in this, and it's all about us getting out there and allowing people to hear about it. That's all it comes down to. You guys had 2 students, Jesus and Jacob. Good, sorry. Write 2 letters already. They've already done this process. I'm hoping they'll do it again. Now, another reason I want you guys to write this is within a year process, when this thing closes, regardless of how many letters we have, okay, there's going to be a book that's going to be published. It's going to be 365 days, letters of gratitude, okay? So basically, your student body is 70-ish people. If 45 of you guys write letters, one of them will be in the book. So not only will you be published online as part of the initial boost of this mega thing that's going to affect the world, you will be in a physical book that I will come by within 3 months of the closing, which would be April, May, June, sometime in July next year, and I will be giving you a physical book with your letter in it. So I'm challenging you guys to do this, okay? Whatever reason got to get you in there, I want you to do it. What's going to happen in the next week, I'm hoping you'll sit down. You can write a letter. Now, this is not difficult. Don't overthink it, people, okay? This is all you'd have to do if you wanted to. Take you 15 seconds. Who am I grateful to? So a lot of people said family. You could just think, okay, which family member? All right, chose one, good. You're going to write down 3 reasons why you're grateful for them. 3 reasons. It could be they make you feel well. You pay attention to me. You love me. It could be so simplistic. It could be so simplistic, guys. Sign it sincerely, your name. That's it. You're done. You do not have to do anything else. Okay? Don't overthink it. If you want to at that point go further, that's fine. But I don't want you to be on the crutch of, oh, this is too big, and not get started. So you submit what I just told you, and that's a submission. If you want to go further with that, that's great. You can submit multiple letters. When the accounts get set up, we can discuss that later. But as of right now, in the next couple weeks, I'm just engaging you guys in writing these letters, getting them to your teacher who's going to help us submit it online, and then sharing it. And we're also in the fall, we want you to do this as soon as you can, but in the fall we're also going to be launching, these letters we're going to reassess more letters. We're going to do a video competition where you can do 2 minutes of what gratitude means to you. These are all things that are going to be in containers on the line that many people will see, just like what we had today. So as Letters of Gratitude, our website's lettersofgratitude.org. It's up right now, and I look forward to reading your letters, and I will be back to tell you how to thank you for those. So thank you so much for your attention, guys. You've been wonderful.